Carl, another point on the board today against Oldham this time round. What's your immediate reflection on that?
Yeah, I didn't think it was a great game in terms of quality, but that's where we're at the moment. It's not looking or feeling how I want it from an in-possession point of view because of the situation we're in. I think it would be quite naive to try and play the brave style that we usually go with. So the task at the minute is just trying to squeeze every ounce of effort and commitment and desire out of the players. And I think that game today, you're seeing that, and that's what we need in this moment. If we can't be fluid or play the way that we really want to play, the very least we can do is make it difficult for the opposition, and I felt like our effort and our application made it difficult for Oldham.
Yeah, you mentioned that side in terms of grinding results out, I suppose. Could it be easy in a sense for some lads perhaps to start getting a little frustrated when they're maybe not having as much possession as they used to, not playing the way that they used to, and they're having to try and change a little bit to grind out those results as they maybe are right now? Yeah,
it's a great point, and that's exactly what I said in the dressing room. I said to them, look, I know that it doesn't look or feel like a Gateshead side. I said, but we have to manage this period accordingly. And, if we apply ourselves and give 110%, give everything, empty the tank, you can get results still. We just needed to be more solid defensively. We kept our two holding midfielders narrow to protect the middle of the pitch, where we've been, where we've been exposed a little bit, particularly in the Halifax game. And yeah, it is what it is at the moment, but the players are fully aware of that. They can see it's not natural to them. They don't like the way we're playing, or I would imagine they don't. However, they understand that what we're going through requires us to manage games appropriately, and as long as they give everything for the club and for themselves and for their teammates, that's the minimum that we can expect at the minute, and that we're able to grind out a result.
Yeah, and probably along the same lines really, obviously a little light on numbers today in terms of getting the squad together. Perhaps obviously a few loan lads coming back. Fenton John was on the bench, who just come back from a loan. Obviously Regan Boot has come back into the team as well. With the latter, what's sort of the situation on that front at the moment?
The situation with Boots is the same, and I've said this all along. Me and Boots have got a great relationship, and I wanted to maintain that because whether you agree with his decision making or not, ultimately he's a footballer and he wants to get the most out of his career financially, which you can understand. But also we have a stance as a club that we need to get what is right financially from the club. But he's been good as gold around the group. He hasn't infected the group or been toxic in any way, shape or form. He's came in, not disrupted or allowed his situation to filter through the group. And we had a chat during the week where he was quite open. He thought about things, and he just wanted to give everything for his teammates and for the staff, which I was delighted to hear. And he didn't let anyone down today. I thought his application was superb.
Yeah, and obviously with the game today, we mentioned in the build-up in terms of you having a free week. Next weekend, I suppose, what's that now really looking like for you in terms of what you're aiming to do over that period? Obviously, you mentioned before, and that it's probably coming at a good time for you at the moment as well.
It is coming at a good time, and now it's our responsibility to help the group and get quality in. I think that's very clear. Like I've said earlier in the week, we have agreed with players, we have targets ready to come in. Just waiting for the authorisation and for that to happen. I think this current situation, for anyone watching, can see that we need that help, and it'll be used for that, for a recruitment purpose. But also, when those players do come in, is massive information loading. Making sure that we get back to the style that we're renowned for, and that we can bed those players in quickly. And like I say, we can all start enjoying the games again, because I can't say I enjoyed that one today too much.
Yeah, I suppose when you mentioned that in terms of trying to get back to playing the style that you want to play from a fan's perspective, is it just a question of asking for a little bit of patience on that front, in the sense of for them being able to get back and come to watch, I suppose, a side that they've got used to watching over the last couple of years? Because as you say, it's a bit of a transitional period at the moment.
Yeah, I don't need to ask anybody to think a certain way. I think if you know your football and you understand this club, then you can clearly see what's happening and what we're going through. So I'm not going to force people to think a certain way when they come and watch a game of football. If they want to be upset by whatever they see, or they don't like what's happening, then that's their opinion. They pay enough money to come and watch. I think for those who know the game can clearly see the state we're in and what needs to happen going forward.